My Farm to Table Dinner Project by Logan Doan. Intro to the area. In Bucks County, it is not an easy place to farm. There are hills, and the weather can be very unpredictable at times. Roots to River Farm is luckily on a flatter surface, and not all of the farms are like this in the area. Most are on rolling hills, which make it interesting to farm with. Before many people moved into Bucks County, the whole Bucks County area was farmland, and then eventually they had to move away because they could not afford trying to keep up with the rapid development. Although this has been a challenge for a lot of farmers, many have stayed around for up to 5 generations, and the stories they tell are fascinating. And the Roots to River Farm may not be old, but it still has a lot of history. The area around here is not big enough to have a huge cornfield, but it is just the right size to have a large diversified set of crops. And instead of you shipping to the people come to you. Bucks County may not be perfect, but it is just right for a great variety of crops. History of the Roots to River Farm. Roots to River Farm is located on Sugarham Road in New Hope, Pennsylvania. One of its many goals is to raise awareness with others through farming and giving back. The Roots to River Farm has only had 2 seasons of planting so far, but you would be amazed on how far it's come. Before its wonderful life as a happy family farm, it was a field for corn and soybeans. Since this was there, Malika managed to get the whole ship turned around without using fertilizers, trying to cut down on the use of chemicals. Even though this farm has been around for 2 years, it has shown that even the youngest of farms can always have a lot to tell. About my farmer, Malika Spencer. Malika went to college at Hampshire in Massachusetts and studied sustainable agriculture. Afterwards, she decided to study abroad and traveled to Vermont, Costa Rica, and Ecuador. When talking to Malika, she was enthusiastic about any subject I brought up. When I asked her if this was something she always wanted to do, I knew she definitely had chosen the best career.
Yeah, I started in high school and then worked on farms during the summers. Took a year off and went traveling and farmed abroad, and then I studied agriculture in school, in college.
One of the most interesting parts of my interview was when Malika talked about how she gets the word out. Not only does she have a Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram account, she also makes a weekly video blog to keep her CSA members up to date. I found this really interesting because not many farmers in Bucks County are this into getting the word out through social media. One of the things I talked to Malika about was that working on the farm, you had to do many jobs. Malika said that it was fun because some days she got to be a mechanic, others in business, and even her own PR. Malika mainly uses media to get others involved and excited about Roots to River. You can contact them through any of their social media accounts and their websites. It may not be an agro-entertainment farm, but it still has a lot to offer for its customers. The science of Roots to River Farm. Malika has only been farming this land for 2 years, and before this, as I mentioned before, was a corn and soybean field, so it would look something like this. The dirt in this farm has come a long way since only 2 years ago. Malika's farm does not use any pesticides to farm or any processed fertilizer. In fact, all they use is compost. Many people believe that the fertilizers are very good, and some of them are, but the side effects are greater than the pros. One of the side effects is runoff into our water, and that can end up bad in large amounts. Studies have shown that in most rivers, they have chemicals that are in fertilizers that can harm the fish. Malika knows that this is very bad, and instead of the lab processed fertilizer, she decides to use healthy compost.